decision on whether or not former SARS boss Moyane can cross-examine Public Enterprise Minister Pravin Gordhan. Now, last month, Moyane applied to the State Capture Commission of Inquiry underway in Parktown, Johannesburg, to cross-examine Gordhan on his version of how Moyane was appointed SARS Commissioner. Let's get more on the story now. Let me bring in the SABC senior reporter Mzwandile Mbeje live from Parktown, Johannesburg. Mzwai, thank you very much, as always, for joining us. Okay, so this decision will be handed down at about 9:30, and it's not just going to be handed down. The Deputy Chief Justice, the chair, will give his reasons why.
Oh yes, Plain. And as I'm looking over there is the lawyer of Mr. Moyane, Mr. Eric Mabuza, is already here. Remember, this issue relates by and large to the rogue unit at SARS. So what the judge is going to be saying basically will be giving his decision, but that decision, he says he will give reasons why he gave that kind of a decision. So it would be interesting really to hear whether he will grant Moyane the right to cross-examine or he will refuse him. But my suspicion, Plain, is that in the interest of fairness, and given what the Commission has been saying about people who are implicated, chances are he will grant, but that granting will be on certain conditions, because remember, some people can use this platform really to advance different interests other than those that had been intended. So we wait, and everyone is here to really check what exactly the judge will say.
And the jury, I guess, is still out on how the commission will proceed when it deals with evidence related to the chair's younger brother.
Absolutely, Plain. The judge, I think, made it clear, or rather the evidence leader yesterday, he did indicate that the fact that Mr. McBride was going to mention the younger brother of the judge, it was going to be an opinion from Robert McBride. But then there is now new information which basically will implicate Zondo directly. So Johan Poison, who will testify after Robert McBride, will implicate him, and of course Sissoko that McBride has been talking about. So as a result, Plain, what they have decided is that that piece of evidence that McBride was going to speak about relating to Zondo, so he can't speak about it now because, I mean, what's the point of the judge hearing a bit about his brother, but on other instances he's not able to hear anything at all. As a result, they have invited the legal professions to really make the submissions as to how to go about addressing this issue. The reason, Plain, remember, this is a commission, it's not a court. Yeah. If it were in a court of law, it was going to be easy for the judge because the judge was simply going to recuse himself. But you can't. This is a commission, and the manner in which this commission came about, it was a recommendation by the public protector as part of her remedial action. So it's basically the uncharted territory, and I guess the president maybe will have to have a role to play because he is the only one that can have the powers to amend.
Mzwai, I'm watching the clock very closely, so I'm going to let you go very soon. But just to wrap up, Robert McBride is back on for day, 4 is it? What has come out so far?
Well, Robert McBride, as soon as the judge concludes Plain the decision on Moyane versus Gordhan, and then I think at around 10, then Robert McBride will take the stand again. So we expect him to continue really Plain to implicate a number of people in the law enforcement agencies that were really central in making sure that they somehow defeat the ends of justice by their actions. So in the process, enabling the matters of corruption and, of course, this issue of state capture.
All right, Mzwai, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. We'll come back to you shortly in about 3 minutes' time or so. That's when the Deputy Chief Justice, the chair of the Commission, Raymond Zondo, will hand down his decision with regards to the cross-examination of